So you just took the blue one out of the dye, and what are you doing? You put it in vinegar?
I put it in vinegar water so that it will set up, so that the water will be, the wool will be color fast.
Okay. And then you're taking the white, and what are you going to do with that?
I'm going to do some fall colors on it, but I've got to mix some more dye first. So I'm just sitting it there.
Okay. She put it in the vinegar bath to set the color, and then rinsed it out with water, and now it's hanging up to dry. Start over.
Vinegar for my Morton, and I use some Dharma acid dyes in Tangelo. And I've got a skein of yarn underneath and some wool. And the wool is not, oh, these are really bad trippers. The wool is not getting as orange as the yarn is. The different fibers will uptake the color differently.
And is that on really hot?
No, it's on about a 2 out of 6. It's just on like a simmer.
Okay. Just keeps the water warm.
Yeah, just keeps it warm, but you can see the water. Most of the color,
it's in the fabric. The water is just about clear.
Yeah, it's just clear, and that's where you want. You want when you're dyeing, you want your water to actually be clear, and then you know it's not going to uptake any more color because the color is all taken up in the wool.
Okay.
So this is done, and I can turn it off. And I'm going to put this.
Now, can you use these pots for food in the future, or is it only for dyeing?
No, just strictly for dyeing. Once you use anything that you use for dyeing, utensils, pots, glass jars, anything, measuring cups, don't use it for food prep after that.
Okay.
It's just not safe. Let's see if I can get a hook. Well, those, maybe these have better grip. Ah! Oh yeah, the water's not all that hot. It's not any hotter than I wash dishes with. Let's try to get it so it's not tangled. There. It's tangled a bit. Oh my golly, that's beautiful. So you can see the difference between the wool fabric and the yarn. And it came out a little bit mottled.
Oh, I like that look.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. It's like a variegation.
Yeah, it's not a real solid, so I'm okay with that because it gives the projects a little bit of depth. Boy, this is really this is tangly.
And then do you put vinegar in there to set the color?
The vinegar I put in, it's yeah, I had vinegar in the water, so that'll set the color. Now I'll let this cool because I don't want to put cool water on it. See how clear the water is? Wow, that's really good. You're making a mess. But I'll let that cool, and then I'll run it through cool water as a rinse, and just rinse out any.
And then just hanging out to dry.
Hang it to dry, yeah.
All right, thanks for showing me.
Oh, you're welcome. Let's make some orange.
Gonna do some orange on the white wool. So let's see how she does this. Measure out the dyes. She's gonna be a chemist.
Need some fall color. So that's what I'm hoping to mix up.
So are you doing a recipe, or are you just grabbing?
This is just kind of grabbing.
Okay.
You should just fly by the seat of my pants.
And then you're just adding water?
Adding a little bit of water.
Does that water have anything in it?
Nope.
like a brown, kind of a rusty brown.
This could be an orangey brown. Some heat back on this.
Now that wool has been soaking in water. You get it wet first, right?
Mm-hmm. Really wet, soaking for hours.
Now will this give it kind of a mottled look?
I hope to.
Yeah, that's the way I like it.
That's the plan.
So that's vinegar?
This is vinegar to set the dyes. A little water in there.
It's good to use those disposable trays.
Yeah, these are really handy.
So she's making sure that the vinegar water gets all over the fabric.
In it.
So tell me why you put the gloves on.
Because the dyes that I'm using are acidic dyes, and it's safer to have the gloves on, but it also saves your fingers from being orange.
Okay.
Which is usually not a good idea. So, alright, let's see what kind of color we have.
Well, it's a lot lighter than it looks in the jar.
Yeah. And if you kind of just pour it into places, you'll get that spotty look.
So tell me what you're doing over here.
I'm just mixing some colors.
And you're going to dye this wool here?
No, but mine looks very similar to it. Mine is behind you.
And what kind of dyes are you using?
These are RIT dyes.
Go back over here. You're mixing some, just some straight dye in there, huh?
Mm-hmm. It's just straight dye. I'm going to splotch it just a little bit more.
Kind of like a tie-dye effect.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think you're going to make out of this?
Fall leaves. It'll be fall leaves or pumpkin, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a pumpkin pattern in mind. So maybe pumpkin, but probably fall leaves.
Okay, she's got her fabric is in the dye now, turning orange. You can see that. And how long do you have to let that sit?
I've got to heat it up, and then what I'm going to look for is for the liquid that it's sitting in to clear up.
And
so
that means
the fabric has absorbed all the dye that's in the water.
Okay, that's the color that she ended up with, but she's still going to change it a little bit. So she's taking it home, and this one's still sitting. And that's it for today, so I'll see you on the next video. Bye.